Where it's going to be stuck is taking to the market and getting revenue, getting scaling up, or finding investors. These are the things you can ready to pay for your product or service that you have built using different methodologies. Right? Ideal customer profile, unique selling point, and the offer. Digital marketing guy, what are the pain points we have? He will having a targeting problems, he will having a budget optimization problem, he will having a First of all, when you build the ideal customer profile, put up the pain points they have. Hi, I'm Jatu, a performance marketer and a digital marketing strategist. I'm gonna do a series of videos that's gonna discuss about businesses, startups, products and services who wanted to sell it on digital marketing, performance marketing. I wanted to give tips and guides and like whatnot, how you can overall from this series of series of videos, I would like to help you guys to increase your revenues. Overall objective of this video series, what I'm going to bring you guys is help you guys to scale up your business from what you are doing right now for supporting your traditional marketing or helping your digital marketing to scale, right? So this is about a series. So today I'm going to discuss on the points on a startup or business owners or products or services go-to-market strategy. Everyone talks about it. So I wanted to dive deep in or bring certain points. What are the checklist or what are the things a business owner needs to look on? Say from a point of view, how we need to put up a strategy. So let's take an example of a startup. Everyone struggle, like what they do is they build up a product or build up a service. Immediately they go on a performance marketing sites to get results. They look on a conversions, they look on a purchase, everything. Try to get signups as much as possible, looking for sales as much as possible. So it's end, the point is connected to performance marketing. But why, before doing these, what are the things, even though you are looking at a performance marketing site of view and you are looking at conversions, what are the things that you have to look on a digital marketing strategy or go-to-market strategy? So first of all, most of us knows about this. We call it as persona, we call it an ideal customer profile. There is a slight difference in between ideal customer profile and persona. But first of all, on go-to-market strategy for a business or to get the businesses running or for you to go to an investor to get money showing some results. With the AI innovations coming in, everyone started building different products, but because everyone have their industry knowledge and they came up with different products and services building. It was sometime back, 5-6 years back, it was only the software engineers able to build product. Right now, if you have a bit of knowledge on coding and all, you will be able to create. Down the line, if you are able to write and tell the problem, what the solution, you will be able to build the product easily. Where it's going to be stuck is taking to the market and getting revenue, getting scaling up or finding investors. These are the things that most of the businesses going to stuck on. So the first thing what they have to do is, since you know the problem, since you know the people who going to use it, first of all, create the ideal customer profile. What is this ideal customer profile? Is who is the specific person who is ready to pay, right, for this service or product what you are putting up. So how, in a simple terms, who can ready to pay for your product or service that you have built using different methodologies, right? So identifying them, creating where they are living, what they are doing, age, most importantly, what their biggest pain point. So from first of all, if you able to put up the age, location, what they do, how they interact, what they work, etc., then the next thing on the ideal customer profile is you need to put up the pain points that they face. It's not about the solution connecting pain points. I'll come to that. First of all, when you build the ideal customer profile, put up the pain points they have. Let's take an example of a software engineer. So what they do is they have a pain points of timelines, quality, testing their codes, making sure they are writing the codes and everything is correct. Pressure from project management, delivery, clients. These are kind of pain points. You can list it down on a software engineer point of view. I'm just taking an example. Let's take an example of a digital marketing guy. What are the pain points he have it? He will having a targeting problems. He will having a budget optimization problem. He will having a budget forecasting problem. He will having how to do SEO, how this tool works. These are the things a digital marketing persona's pain points will be there. So if you not only that, there are other things they care about also in their day-to-day life also. What are the pain points? It's good to have not connecting with your product only about pain points. It's about understanding that ideal customer profile pain points is important. That's what it's not you tell age and location and what they do, where they work, what is their industry. Not that that's not the ideal customer profile. What you have to do is you need to bring the pain points correctly on that person's day-to-day life, what he does. Okay. Then once that done, create it properly, put it up, and then have it as a document. This is what first you have to do. Then bring from your product, list down all the unique selling points. Let's take, we have a good quality service. It will reduce your time. It will reduce your budget, spending, etc. I'm talking always on the software side. Since I was working for a too long experience, almost like 10-15 years, 10 years I have been more on the software side and selling softwares to international and all the different industries I was working on. So I'm just bringing the software side of it and the main problem that I have faced and experienced and I have solved about it. Okay, so then USPs. It's just try to bring what are the USPs that you have. Okay, let's take for an example, we are the only one does that, right? Or let's take by using this you will able to reduce your time. Okay, when it comes to unique selling point, it should have been done on the earlier stage while you are building your product. But if you have built it out, the most of the people who's ready to buy will look on, I would say you can put it as 4 points, but I would like to bring that into 3 points. What normally happens is a person who looks on the finance, that means money. Either he try to reduce it, try to cut it by using a product or service or whatever it is. A person who's ready to buy the product or service, what they will look is whether it can reduce my spend or it can reduce my it can increase my cost. These are the things that first a person will look. Then second one, a person ready to buy is the time. Then they will move to quality. By buying this, whether my quality will increase by working with this service, my quality of outcome or quality of life will look. Let's take an example, right? Say for an example, we all see a lot of cars that after import restriction was taken out, there were a lot of vehicles were coming into the market. But if you can see, right, in the market, who's winning? Someone trying to reduce, buy cheaply a car, or going for a good quality, a luxury looking car or something, what they are looking at. And then very rarely people going to look on the time because with the traffic and all. So this is what when you look at a car or vehicle someone wanted to buy, these, if you connect the dots, these are the three. They will look a cheaper price to get the need that they wanted, traveling A to B point, and then either they will look on a, I wanted to travel it to A to B point, but I wanted to travel in a quality way, luxury way. People need to look at me. It needs to be safer. These are the things that a person, when before buying it. Same way, what you have to look is your USPs needs to talk on these points. Then only when you try to sell your service, they will consider your product. Remember, you call it as 4, reducing cost. Why it is coming as post 4 is, you either say money is 1, so either reduce, either increase. So that's what it's coming as 1. And then time, then quality. These are the 3 things that needs to be look in your USP. That needs to be built properly, put up a document, uh, or bring these in the document, right? It needs to be there. And one of the other things I forgot to talk about when it comes to startup and businesses B2B. Say, let's take an example of a ideal, I missed on the ideal customer profile, right? On the ideal customer profile, what we do is, we always look um, on a point of person who is using. We put that as an ideal customer profile. No, it's not that. Your ideal customer profile needs to be in, it might be having 3-4 different ideal customer profile, because the decision making on buying something is involved with 2-3 people, right? Same way, let's take this vehicle buying process. Okay, so when you look at the vehicle buying process, if let's take me, I wanted to buy a vehicle, right? I decide based on luxury. It needs to be safe because I have kids. I wanted to make sure my kids travel in a safe, and all those things. I'm not going to care about the money, right? But what's going to happen is, another person who's going to involve is my wife, right? So what she going to tell, okay, do we really need this? Do you look at the other cars that have the same features with small bit of amount that can come down? Let's take an price of, if you can negotiate with them. Do you need the full option? Do you need the basic? Won't be enough. Things will gonna come. So if it is a vehicle advertiser, vehicle business that wanted to go to market, you go and put automobile interest people, and let's say people who are looking at buying cars and all, you go and advertise. What is going to happen? You ask for your ideal customer profile. You gonna show the features, show the lot of things, right? And what's going to happen when I decided to buy, I go and have a discussion with my wife, right? End of the day, it's a family-based vehicle. I mean, everyone wanted to travel and drive and go so on. So what's going to happen? The decision might change. If your competitor is well strong, if he can outperform, or if he can impress my wife, the decision might be changed. So remember, when you make an ideal customer profile, not the person who's going to use 90% time or this thing. I'll take another example which is easy on the software industry side itself. So if you're having a product, or let's take in a digital marketing, you have built a nice tool that helps a digital marketer to optimize his Google Ads campaign, right? He's working on a company, you target a company, you are putting up a $500 for a month. The end of the day, he's not gonna use, he's gonna, he comes up on a trial or 14-day free, and he experimented it, he feels wow. But what's going to happen, the $500 needs to come from CEO's approval, CFO's approval. So your ideal customer profile, not only the digital marketer, you need to think about these other ideal customer profiles also. It's not the person who's using. It's a decision circle that's gonna work. So remember, when you make this ideal customer profile from unique selling proposition, I'm just moving to the ideal customer profile again because I felt I missed the part of it, right? So unique selling points, this is done. The third one, you need to come up with offers, hooks, as if you are on a startup, if you are on a business already running, you wanted to scale up, you wanted to identify, for an example, free audits, free trial, these are basic. The new terminology is like bundling up, making a subscription. If you look at most of the big brands nowadays going on a subscription, trying to bring that subscription base, loyalty, those kind of things. If you can properly plan with your financial team, CFOs and all, if you can properly plan and bring the hook right way to catch up with it, then you are 100% on the point. Okay, so this is on the hook. Okay, so you have built ideal customer profile, you have built the USP, and you are moving into the offers hook. Right now, what you need to do, the next is you need to plan connecting the ideal customer profile pain points and USPs, map them out. Okay, let's take so on the vehicle, same vehicle, right? So if the ideal customer profile have a pain point of fuel, or let's say luxury or something, he wanted to be looked at in a quality way on his social life. So those are like, it's not a pain point, but these are the things that he will look on, right? So like that, if you can identify the pain points and connect the USPs to that, okay, then what happened, if you map those and based on that only you go for the messaging with the hook. So you connect these three dots and bring the messaging correctly. What is the messaging that's going to go on, how this going to be presented, different variations of messaging talking about these pain points and unique selling points with your hook. This is all about, I would say, the basic or the first setup of your, once you have built your product, next step, what you have to do is you have to go for this phase one. I hope this would help you guys to go back and think on these 3 points and relook at your marketing campaigns and redefine these 3 steps and put up a proper document first of all, right? And with this first video, first episode, I'm finishing it up with ideal customer profile, unique selling point, and the offering. On the next video, we will catch up with what you have to do to take these things to the actual ideal customer profile that we have looked at. Let's catch up on another video. See you.